What's up? We're continuing to go through the new ERRA album called Cure. This is Slow Sour Bleed. Interesting. Again, ERRA, Slow Sour Bleed. Here we go. More EDM stuff, kind of. It's panning. Okay. Very techno-y, futuristic. Nice. Some dark synths in the background. This kind of reminds me of Doom soundtrack. A little bit of Mick Gordon. Oh. Whoa, interesting. Okay. Doing some Nine Inch Nails, like the stompy stomp kind of stuff. Okay, I like this a lot more. Ooh, the dotting. That bastard. Ooh. I like the synths a lot in the background. Ooh. Listen to that riff. Oh, they took it away. They subtly changed up the riff at the end of that little phrase. I think they just went up an octave or something like that, but it really worked well. That was awesome. I love that. Ooh. Oh. Back to the chorus. Kind of that typewriter kick drum. That's what I call it. I think there's also a drum machine going on in the background. I think. It sounds like it's like a hi-hat drum machine. Maybe a little 808 thing going on. Where are we going? Breakdown. What? I'm an EDM guy. You know, this makes me think of Rez. Where are we going? It's gotta be a breakdown, right? Yeah. Ooh. So it's pretty much the same as what was going on earlier. They're mixing with the riff a little bit. Ba-ding, ba-ding, ba-ding. I like that. Ooh. Yes. Yes. This is massive right now. Holy shit. It's still going. Dude. Yes. We're still going? Okay. That's another riff. It's an octave up or something. A little bit. I think it's just that one little part. Yeah, they kind of just go all up a little bit. Oh, dude. That is massive. Nice. Hell yeah. Alright, Slow Sour Bleed. This is a song that appeals to the stuff that I would call a guilty pleasure, if I'm being completely honest. For me, personally, I think of this as my guilty pleasure. Just that super genty, just massive sound during those open breakdowns, you know, doo-doom, doo-doom, back, doo-doo-doo-doo-doom, you know, that kind of shit. Like, dude, it's just, I feel it in my soul. And even though I'll say it's not necessarily all that complex musically, like the exact notes and riffs that they're doing in those parts, it sounds fucking awesome, and they know how to emphasize the best parts of that type of music to bring out that feeling in people like me and whoever else loves this kind of shit. Like if they build it up to it and they deliver it. Sometimes they deliver it in a way that you don't expect. I'll go back to Scorpion Hymn, which I've talked about in a few other videos. Like everybody always says that the end of that song pisses them off because the breakdown isn't exactly what they thought it would be, after the other breakdown. Like the whole fucking song is a breakdown, but there's that build up at the end, it's like the tss, 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 and everybody's waiting for like the world to end right there. But they hold back a little bit. They give you a chill, echoey, ambient breakdown, but it is absolutely not the end of the world one that I'm talking about here. This one is a little bit closer to what I'm talking about. Like it still isn't, a free for all end of the world kind of thing, but it is. It would be closer to what I would call the middle of Scorpion Hymn, where it is the hey, we're gonna fuck shit up right here kind of breakdown. And again, I will absolutely call that a guilty pleasure of mine. It's not exactly super technical stuff like that, but I do think that the more important part of music is about how it makes the listener feel, or the response it gets out of you. So it clearly did that for this one. I almost kind of lost track of everything else that happened in this song because of that. Uh, the again very staccato-y, machine gunny riffs. We've heard that from them before, and it just was unexpected here because of everything else I had heard leading up to this on this album. Uh, Not that I need to have it, but I do enjoy it. Hey, that's me. That's me personally. Um, this song sounded a little bit more like a JT song, if I remember right. I don't even remember them. Yeah, I think the chorus was all JT, wasn't it? I'm having some trouble. A lot of EDM. Oh yeah, the EDM stuff. The Nine Inch Nails is probably the most relatable thing to most metal fans, but just a very heavy industrial influence. Obviously, it's like an 808 kick, very drum machiney sound that is coming through there. It's on purpose. It's a decision. It is supposed to give you a feel of sci-fi, futuristic, blah blah blah. Kind of pretty dark, kind of pretty darkish. This is obviously a minor key song, so that's fitting. All that kind of stuff is basically what I ranted about a minute and a half ago or whatever. So I'm not going to do it again, but it works so well. And I dig that kind of stuff naturally anyway. I think that was the parts when Jesse was singing too, which again, hey, that works there. This one I think was definitely just a JT chorus, punch you in the face banger for almost the entirety of it, except for those little EDM-y parts, which hey, that's okay. I mean, if you think about Scorpion Hymn, that had some kind of electronic EDM-y parts to it as well, and there's probably other examples that I can't pull off the top of my dome right now. Point being, ERRA is the kind of band that mixes those feels, those genres, those transitions are so smooth. It all fits so well. You can tell sometimes when a band is forcing it because it's not happening what I would call organically. It's not part of their organic writing process or creative process. They are thinking about it as I have to do this because it's going to be popular, or it's gonna make people freak out and take me viral. Blah blah blah. I don't think that's the way that ERRA does all of their stuff. I'm not going to act like they've never used that sort of a mindset, but they're able to seamlessly blend so many different styles of metalcore and influences what I would assume to be their influences so seamlessly into their style and their sound. It works, and it overrides some things that I would technically kind of dismiss. And it's very obvious when a band can do it well compared to a band that doesn't do it well, at least in my eyes. Even though they're both trying to do the same thing. Again, this was let's see, something sweet blood, sour, slow sour. This was ERRA, slow sour bleed. Thanks for listening.